Hey, I'm glad to be joined today by my teenage son, Samuel. Samuel, are you pumped to be here today with us?
I am hyped to be here.
All right, good. All right. Well, Samuel's here with me today because we're talking about Fortnite. And the reason I want to talk about that is there's been a lot of kind of controversy around Fortnite. Prince Harry in England said that Fortnite should be banned completely. And so, Samuel, most people watching this will know what Fortnite is, but maybe they don't. How many times have I played Fortnite?
That I've seen, none.
Never.
I've never
I
seen
never
you play
played Fortnite. You're right. So explain to me what Fortnite is, as though I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, Fortnite is there's this school bus and it's in the air and it's flying over this island.
Okay.
There's 100 people in the bus.
Okay.
And they jump out of the bus and they go wherever on the map.
Okay.
There's like 20 locations. You start off with nothing, no weapons,
Okay.
anything. You grab them and then you just fight. You can build everywhere. You can just fight. I mean, that's the main concept.
Okay, there's fighting and building.
Yeah.
So you're building what?
So like, there's this. So you have wood, you have
Okay.
brick, and you have metal.
Okay.
You can just build like a wall. You can build a ramp. You can build a floor and a pyramid.
Okay.
And
All
then, yeah, and then the brick is stronger than wood, and metal is stronger than brick.
Okay. Now, is it violent?
It depends on what you take as violent, because it's animated and it's cartoon.
Okay.
So like, if you're talking about Call of Duty, that's gory. There's
Mhm.
blood, and it's like real people shooting each other.
Okay.
It's first person, so you're like looking at the gun, you're shooting people.
Okay.
It's basically the exact opposite. You're third person, you're an animated cartoon character,
Okay.
and then there's no blood. And like when you shoot people, just like a number comes above
Okay.
them, and
Okay.
depends on how much
Okay.
damage you do.
Well, some people are worried about violence. Some people are worried about it being addicting. You know, there's one parent who said that she took the headset and threw it on the floor because it was changing her son. Have you seen people who can get addicted to Fortnite any more than, say, any other video game?
That's a good point, because I don't think it's different from any other game. It's just parents not being like, it's being a bad parent if your kid's addicted. It's like, take their console away.
Okay.
Because if they're playing people heard about people play for like 12 hours on end, not getting enough sleep. That's just the parents. They just need to take away the console.
Okay. Okay.
And that's their problem. I don't think it's any more addicting than any other game.
Okay. Well, I don't know that I would agree that it's bad parenting, because sometimes, you know, technology is hard to keep up with. And sometimes parents just aren't aware of what's going on when it comes to technology. But I think you're right. There does have to be some, I mean, we have parameters at our house with how long we can be.
Yeah, we have the time limit
Yeah.
at our house.
Yeah. So what I would say is, I think Samuel's done a really good job framing this up. I think the important thing to realize is that some people are going to demonize all video gaming and act as though all video gaming is bad or wrong. I've even heard, sort of people my age or around my age talk about video gaming as though it's losers, all sitting on their, on the couch in their mother's basement, gaming all day. Do some people do that? Sure. But some people do the same thing with, say, sports. Bible talks about sports, and you can say, well, yeah, but that's exercise. Yeah, but listening to sports radio is an exercise. Watching ESPN is an exercise. I don't think either of those things is necessarily wrong. And with video gaming, you have a skill. I mean, there's a lot of skill that has to be involved and honed with video gaming. So I think that it's really easy to demonize this, and it's really easy to say all of this is just bad or all of this is good. So I think we have to have a little more of a complex view of this. What I would say is, are there some dangers that come along with a video game? Can it be addicting? I think Samuel's right. Lots of things can be addicting, and digital life can sometimes be even more so, because sometimes the designers build in a kind of addicting quality to it. That's not just the case with video games, it's the case with YouTube. People come in and see
hours
YouTube.
On end,
hours on end. Yeah, watching that. And so I think you have to have some parameters. In Samuel's case, we're talking about sort of kids in the context of parents, but a lot of you, are out of the house. You don't have parents, or you're older in the house. Your parents don't know. What I would say is put parameters around the amount of time that you're spending in any digital reality. Don't use gaming or any other digital interaction in order to medicate. When it comes to violence, I don't think that a depiction of violence is necessarily wrong. Bible depicts violence. I think the problem is Romans 1 giving a hearty approval to the things that God says are wrong. So I don't think there's anything wrong with, for instance, Macbeth portraying a murder. There are some interactive video games where somebody's the villain, somebody's the hero. Okay, that's for the sake of the moral universe that is there within the context of that video game. There are some of the games that are in the context of warfare. Now, there are some Christians that think all warfare is wrong, but most Christians think that there are some just situations in which warfare is all right. And then, as Samuel mentioned, I think he's completely right about this. There is a distinction between a kind of cartoonish sort of violence, Roadrunner having an anvil dropping on the head of the coyote, or those sorts of things, that really is separate from real depictions of violence. So experiencing in a game a sense of killing can indeed inflame bloodlust. So it would be the same sort of situation that we would have had in the first century with, say, the Roman Colosseum, the gladiator games. Christians don't participate in that. So if there's something that is leading you toward bloodlust or quarrelsomeness or pugilism, then that's something to be avoided. But you need to know your own vulnerabilities. And sometimes for you, maybe that adrenaline pumping that comes with gaming might be like a drug for you. And maybe you need to have extra parameters that maybe somebody else who wouldn't have those vulnerabilities would have. So Fortnite, not Fortnite, whatever, leave that to your conscience. But the underlying question, can you play video games to the glory of God? Sure. Just make sure you understand what the games are and make sure you understand what the glory of God is. Samuel, thanks for being with me today.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Tell me what you think about this in the comments below. And also let me know what you would like for us to talk about in the future. And don't forget to like and to share this video if you found it helpful. And make sure that you subscribe so that you can get all of our new videos when they release.